Imagine a thunderous roar rolling through the Colosseum, the crowd rising as dust swirls in the air. But this isn't man versus beast, it's beast versus beast. The fabled Barbary lion facing off against its southern cousin, the African lion. Two kings of the wild, one ancient arena. We're diving into history and biology to answer the ultimate question: who would truly rule the Colosseum? Meet the Barbary lion, the so-called King of the North. Once roaming the Atlas Mountains of North Africa, this beast was no ordinary cat. It was massive. Males could reach up to 270 kilograms, with a mane so dark and thick it made them look twice their size. Think of it as nature's built-in intimidation suit. For centuries, the Barbary lion was the stuff of legend. Its image adorned royal crests, palaces, and even Roman mosaics. Emperors and sultans saw them as symbols of power, often parading them as living trophies. Unfortunately, this royal attention led to its downfall. By the 20th century, hunting and habitat loss had erased it from the wild. Its last known survivor shot in Morocco in the 1940s. Myth paints the Barbary lion as a monster, but records show it was a calculated predator. Less inclined to form prides, more solitary and territorial. Imagine a heavyweight boxer who trains alone in the mountains, waiting for an opponent foolish enough to step into the ring. Now, on the southern plains enters the African lion, the modern icon of the wild. Sleeker, faster, and battle-tested in the art of teamwork. Unlike its northern cousin, the African lion lives and fights in prides, family units with an actual chain of command. They coordinate hunts, defend territories, and sometimes even take down elephants. What the African lion might lack in bulk compared to the Barbary, it makes up for in sheer experience. They're used to facing buffaloes, hyenas, and rival males daily. In short, they know how to survive chaos. But here's the twist. Throw one into a Roman arena, surrounded by walls, deafening crowds, and nowhere to run. That social strategic mind suddenly means little. There are no pride members to flank, no tall grass to hide in, just you, your claws, and a very angry lion from the north. Picture it. The sun blazes through the open roof of the Colosseum. The crowd hushes as two shadows emerge from opposite gates. The Barbary lion, a hulking mountain of fur and fury. The African lion, leaner, coiled with muscle and instinct. The Barbary might take the initial advantage. Its mane offers protection from bites, and its raw power can overwhelm. But the African lion's agility and battlefield cunning can't be dismissed. It's faster, more experienced in actual combat, and knows how to read an opponent's movements. If this were nature's arena, the African lion would likely outlast its northern cousin. But in the claustrophobic sands of a Roman amphitheater, the Barbary lion's sheer ferocity and solitary hunting style could tip the scales. In truth, it's a clash of brute strength versus tactical precision, a fight that would end in seconds but be remembered for centuries. As thrilling as it sounds, these ancient entertainments came at a steep price. Thousands of lions, Barbary, African, and even Asiatic, were wiped from their homelands to fuel Rome's obsession with bloodsport. By the time the empire fell, so too had countless species. Today, the Barbary lion is gone from the wild, surviving only in a few zoo lineages possibly descended from royal menageries. Meanwhile, the African lion faces its own modern battles, shrinking habitats, poaching, and dwindling numbers. Yet, the fascination remains. Maybe it's our enduring awe of power or our uneasy reflection on cruelty disguised as spectacle. The Barbary and African lions remind us of both, symbols of majesty and mortality, beauty and brutality. Because when two kings face off, there are no real winners, only echoes of a time when the roar of a lion meant everything and nothing at all.